So let's just call it corner.
And we just call it face. And now I'll choose that camera, which is this one. Again, I'll just go full screen with it. And then for game, likewise, go to game capture. I'll tell you what, I'll just call it GS Pro. Capture specific window. I want to capture GS Pro.
Okay, so that was basically setting up OBS and the scenes and the sources. The next stage of this video, this is where we're going to dive into the 3D effect, the source cloning, and advanced mask.
I don't want face on cam as a scene like that, so I'll delete it. I want to do it as a, I want to do it as a source clone. And I want to clone the source. So the source, if you remember, it wasn't face on cam, it was like face. So choose face. Okay, great. Now if I right click that and I go to filters and I apply advanced mask, another one, you'll have to download this. Like I said, follow my link in the description to find it, or just do a Google search, you should be able to find it. I'm able to change the properties and the filters of the source without changing the source. It's a source clone. So, you know, maybe I wanted to zoom in a little, and I wanted to round the corners of this just a touch, and maybe I wanted to feather it out or something like that. I don't know. Here, corners are curved and so on and so forth. But if I go back to face on cam, my source face is still in its native format, and that's very key. You can rename this source clone to keep things straight. Now, again, you won't be able to, I would say you call it like face clone. What about the game? This is where it gets interesting. So we don't want to do that. We want to do, again, a source clone. And we'll call it, go ahead and change it to GS Pro clone, because I know our source for the game is going to be GS Pro. So go grab that GS Pro as the source. Okay, and then now that I've got the GS Pro clone, I want to adjust and add a filter. Here's a third one that you're going to need. It's called 3D effect, and it's really cool. This is probably what you mainly came for. Drag this kind of out of the way so you can see. Maybe resize this guy and kind of get him into position of where you want your overlay. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to stop adjusting it now. Okay, I'm going to call it good. I feel like that's in a good position. I'm going to close that. So I've got that done. I've got this done. What else do I need? Well, I don't like that brown spot up there, right? So I'll go ahead and add a color source, and I'll choose the color, and I'm going to just make it black. Okay. And hit OK. Now I'm just going to resize this over here. It's kind of just, I don't know. I didn't like that too much, so I'm recreating basically my setup. Yeah. And then that's where you just continue to go. If I wanted to get the monitor, again, source clone, follow the same steps. Okay, so you would add the monitor. Now what about the game controls? Let's do right here, we'll want to do, you could do another source clone. Yeah, that's the proper way to do it. I would do another source clone. I would call this one GS Pro 2 maybe. And I'm actually not going to probably do anything with it. More or less leave it alone, but let's choose GS Pro. Now, these, I don't need them skewed, so on and so forth. I just need them to be smaller. So I can make that adjustment and place it there. I could go ahead and Control C, copy that one. And it copied. Now I've got a second one, which kind of gets confusing. Then Control D and F. Oh, that didn't work like I thought it would. So let me undo that. And I'll just drag this thing back out. It's a good time here to go ahead and lock down all the others that you've already put into position. Meanwhile, being the source clone, I haven't adjusted any of my original. Let's just say that I wanted it like that. I wanted my face camera to be here. Okay, I think you get the point. So I've added in a few things there, and this all falls underneath number 1. So I could lock these guys down. All right, so if you have any questions on anything we did here, just drop a comment. I'll do my best to answer it, but also it may inspire a follow-up video. So if you didn't hit it earlier, hit the like, hit the subscribe.